Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're feeling well and having a really nice day. Um, so I have this information coming to me about a particular person that could be a part of your life or whoever this message is for. And what I'm seeing is like this person comes and goes. And this person has deeply hurt you because of this behavior where they come and go. It's like I'm seeing you had a very close relationship with this person. It was like a deep bond, a close relationship, and then just one day they decided to ghost you and never speak to you again and not answer the call and not communicate, and like you couldn't contact them, and maybe they moved away, or that's it. They were done. It was like they didn't exist. And you had to deal with that pain of somebody just dropping you like you had no value in their life. And then they come back. And they come back and they're like, I'm so sorry. And they give you all these reasons and excuses, and they apologize, and they're like, I take full responsibility. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I lost you once. I don't want to lose you again. They say things like that to you. Like, I care about you so much. You're so important to me. And they come back. And maybe you forgive them or you accept them back into your life. And then after a short amount of time, they do the same thing. They're gone. They take off. They're like, they ghost you. Like, that's it. Like, you don't matter. And now I'm seeing this person like trying to come back into your world, but you're like, nope. It's not happening. You hurt me one too many times. And so there's like some type of communication coming through for me. And I don't know if this is maybe to like give you a little bit of insight into this person. Maybe you've been asking like, what's this person's deal? Or why do they keep doing this to me? Because I see that it's deeply painful. And because you did have a special bond with this person, and then for them to just dismiss you or abandon you like that, it not only kicked up some things for you from your own past, but it was just so hurtful and disrespectful, and just really very symbolic of how they truly feel about you. So, but what is coming through is that for this person in particular, the reason why they do this is because they've got these really raw inner child wounds. And this person's like, these inner child wounds have to do obviously with something that happened to them as a child, but it's really about, it stems from this abandonment that they felt from their parents, because I'm seeing that it's both of their parents, not just one of them. So this person has like it's like a syndrome where they're like, choose me, choose me, choose me. I'm not saying they're a pick me. They're not a pick me. But they have this like deep psychological need to be chosen, stemming from these very raw, very painful, very unhealed child wounds, like inner child wounds. And so this person goes around through their life and they find people, and then they want to be chosen by this person, right? So they put on this kind of facade to be chosen. And once they're chosen, it like kicks up this wound, and on a subconscious level, how do I explain this? Subconsciously, they start to act out this child wound. And so they do things to sabotage the relationship to see if they'll get chosen again. And it's like, it's really like very pathological, it's very psychological, and it's very subconscious what's going on. This person does a lot of self-sabotaging. So, and they might run through many different types of people. It could be the type of person that always has a partner. that goes from like one partner to the next, like no space in between, like always has a girlfriend, always has a boyfriend, always has a significant other, that type of thing, because they just go from one thing to the other because they have this one relationship, they get chosen, and then it doesn't fulfill this wound they have inside of them. So they sabotage it and they go right to the next one. But I'm seeing like with this person in particular, they self-sabotage to this incredible degree that they really cannot form deep relationships with anybody. And if they do get chosen, like they find somebody, they get chosen by this person, they do things to purposely destroy that relationship so that they can see if this person is truly going to choose them again, right? And again, this is the inner child acting out. So they'll like be in a relationship and then, or they might have been in a relationship with you, right? You could have been romantic, you could have been platonic, it could have been just a friend. But then once they're feeling secure in that relationship, they start to do things to sabotage it. So they start to betray the other person in that relationship by either forming an emotional attachment to somebody else and doing it right in front of this person's face or your face, or they start to, like, they resent you. They start to resent you because it's not even you they resent. It's the whole dynamic there of they really resent their parent. They really resent both of their parents for hurting them so badly. And now they start to do things to turn on you or turn on the other person in that relationship by gossiping about them, divulging secrets, just doing hurtful things, saying hurtful things. They just kind of like, they turn on that person. And then if that person doesn't walk away from them, they ghost that person, they leave, they move on, they jump to the next relationship, they jump to the next thing. Now I'm seeing they don't only do this with relationships, they also do this with jobs. Where it's like they get this job and they work to get into a particular position because that's like a I got chosen type. It fulfills that deep psychological need to be chosen, right? So they work to get into a certain position in that job or a certain place in that career, and once they're in that place, they sabotage it, or they leave, they quit, or they just something, okay? And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because they don't feel worthy of being chosen, they don't feel lovable, they don't love themselves, and you know, this inner child wound is incredibly raw. And so now I see that this particular person, it's like they've come and gone, and maybe they've come and gone out of your life many times, and now they want to come back again. And like I previously said, you don't want to be hurt anymore. And it's almost like this person comes back, they lay it on thick, they're like that perfect person, it's like that perfect partner or that perfect friend, and they say and they do all the right things, and they're just like, so, you know, I care so much, I love you so much, and it's like the snap of the fingers, they just shift, and they shift into like, show me you care. And it's like, you are the one that is putting in all the effort. You are the one who's constantly reaching out. You are the one who's constantly making plans, constantly showing that you care. And when you stop doing that, that person's non-existent. Again, this is how they're sabotaging the relationship to see if you'll choose them again. All right, so it's very psychological. And I don't even know how conscious this person is that they do it, because it feels like they're just like, I'm just a shitty person. I'm just a bad friend. I'm just a bad partner. I just don't know how to be good in relationships. It seems like they make those types of excuses, but that's not necessarily true. Because I'm seeing that you have witnessed them be good in relationships before with particular people. So I guess it's like, oh, when certain emotions are evoked, when certain bonds are evoked, and this person feels comfortable enough to act out, that's when they'll do it. Or if they sense that they are going to be abandoned, or if they sense that they're going to be dismissed or discarded in some way, they'll do it first. They'll discard you first. They'll walk away. They'll abandon you first, or whoever is in that dynamic with them. Okay? So this is, yeah, it's like the little kid inside of them just screaming like, why don't you love me? I want to be loved. And then the adult saying like, I'm not worthy of being loved. Let me try to fix this, or let me try to prove. Like, they get in these relationships to say like, I'm going to fix this need to be chosen, right? But once they're in the relationship, the adult in them is like, has this belief system that's like, I don't deserve love. Prove it to me. Prove that you love me. Prove that I'm lovable, that I'm, good enough. And, the adult in them just really destroys everything there. Okay, so now this is coming through because for a few reasons. Maybe you were looking for some type of like psychological explanation of like the behavior behind this person. Maybe you're looking to understand why they feel they can do this to you. Or maybe you're just seeking, or maybe, no, maybe this person is trying to come back, because there is something here. What I'm feeling is like people from the past want to try to come back. And there's one person in particular who has a pattern of coming and going, and they're trying to come back. But they feel, they know, hold on. They know that they hurt you, and they know they hurt you more than once. And they know that the way that they are in the relationship is something that you won't accept it. So again, and this person knows that you really don't want to deal with them anymore. And it's not that you don't care about them. It's not that everything that you shared together or built together is lost. It's that you have this need to protect yourself from people who are very wounded and who take those wounds out on others, who are wounded and not capable of doing the inner work to the level that they need to. And it's like you don't want to be used, and you don't want to be taken advantage of anymore, because you have worked so hard, or you are currently working so hard to heal and to address your stuff, to show up in the world the way you want to sift through all that baggage so that you can feel good and have like the quality of life that you deserve. And it's like you've done so much work, you've put so much effort into working through yourself, doing the inner work, like diving deep, understanding yourself, understanding your emotions, like honoring your emotions, allowing them to be what they are, and really healing them, and really just giving them space to be. It's like you don't want to accept people back into your life who feel like they can toy with you. That's it. It's like you are not, your life and your emotions and your heart is not a game. It's not a game for people to come in and mess around with just because they've got stuff going on inside of them that, feels unworthy. It's like you did the work to really develop self-love, or maybe you're going through it right now, to really develop self-love, self-trust, to really accept everything that you've been through, because it's been so difficult, all the things that you've been through, just like compiled, like one thing after the other, boom, 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 boom. And you carried around so much pain for so long. But then you finally decided to, you know, like, that's it. Like, no. It was like stealing your life. You were like, no, I'm going to address this. And so to let somebody else come in who is just not capable or not willing or just like very avoidant of their own things, like it's not, there's no room. There's no room in your life for that behavior. Like if somebody has shown you not once, not twice, but like multiple times that you are dispensable and that you are going to be the thing that they act out upon because they've got all of these wounds inside of them, like no, like you're not somebody's punching bag. I said that in a previous video. Like you're not somebody's toy that they can just come and play with. And you have this healthy level of self-love and healthy level of self-respect and self-worth. Like you know you're worthy of love. You know you're lovable. You know what your standards are. You have self-respect. And it's not like you're an unforgiving person. Like I see you're a forgiving person. Like you forgive people. You know people make mistakes, but it's like if somebody has a pattern where they just keep doing the same thing over and over again, that's not a mistake. That's a pathology. And like it has root cause to it. And the root cause to a lot of this stuff has to do with the inner child wounds, the abandonment wounds, the emotional abandonment, the just all the mistreatment that happens from a very young age. So if this person's trying to come back, I do want to say like what I'm hearing is like, not that this person is trash because they have value, but it's like God took the trash out already. Like God showed you this person's true colors. Like it's almost like when God takes the trash out, don't bring it back in unless you like the smell, unless you like things rotting around you. And again, I'm not saying that this person is trash. This person has a lot of problems. But it's not your responsibility to fix this person. It's not your responsibility to put up with their hurtful behavior just because they don't know how to heal themselves. Like, or that they don't, it's not even that they don't know how to heal themselves. It's like they don't want to. Because they really just don't believe that they're worthy of it. And it's sad, you know, you can pray for them. I do see like you can pray for them. You can, but you don't have to put your well-being in jeopardy to prove anything to anybody. You can do what you want, of course, you know. You do what you want. You have free will. But here's, you know, something that came through over the weekend to me about free will is like, yes, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But you also have a purpose and a destiny. And in order to fulfill that purpose or to walk that path, there are certain things that you have to do. There are certain lessons you have to learn, and there are certain disciplines that you have to be obedient to. And it's like this, because this is a spiritual game. This is not like, this is a spiritual game. This is about the soul. This is about the soul evolving. This is about light versus dark. This is about growing and expanding and learning. And, you know, this is the soul's journey. So it's like when you are you have free will, but when you are not doing what your soul wants you to do, if you're not on the path of what your soul wants you to be on, if you're not learning the things your soul wants you to learn, like you don't really achieve the things that you want to achieve, because it's like there's an order to it. There's a process to it. Okay? So this person, you know, I do see somebody like trying to come back, And or maybe they're not trying to come back, or maybe they're thinking about coming back, or maybe they're like trying to feel you out. They're definitely keeping tabs on you, because there's this piece of them, because it's like I see this bond was so real to them, very real, like almost like a family bond. And because this wound that they have is a family wound, you are somebody that they kind of like, they use to like fulfill certain needs inside of them and then act out certain wounds. So that's why they keep coming back to you specifically. And also maybe because you know, you did have that deep bond, maybe like you did forgive them and accept them back, you know, maybe more than once. But again, I'm seeing like you're just at a place where you just don't want that noise. You don't want that drama. And you're very willing to close the door completely, and very willing to walk away and just to leave things like very open-ended. Because I don't really know how much communication would be. I don't really know if this person can even hear what you're saying with the level that you're at. But again, it's all up to you. You make the choice that you feel comfortable with, that you feel like you're called to do. But this is why this person does these things. This is why they come and go. This is why they jump from person to person to person to person to person to person to person. But like they're just like acting out and trying to fulfill. I mean, and like we all have needs we're going around trying to fulfill, but it's like, if you cannot fulfill your own needs, there's not really going to be other people going to come into your life and successfully fulfill those things for you. It's like you can search around and jump from person to person as much as you want, but if you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to give yourself what you truly need, you're going to lose interest in these people. It's not going to be enough. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you can't love yourself, don't be running around trying to get 1,000,000 other people to love you, jumping from partner to partner, or relationship. If you can't, if you can't meet your standards, don't be like searching for somebody else to meet your standards. It's like, give yourself what you need. Tend to your needs first. Love yourself first. I'm not saying like, I don't know. Sometimes people might misconstrue that and say like, oh, well, I'll be alone forever unless I can learn to love myself. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's like, it does really feel like the way that you love yourself sets the tone for how other people will love you. There's always exceptions to that, but it's like, that's really kind of like a general rule. How you love yourself teaches other people how to love you. So I am also seeing like, if you do have a relationship with this person, try to keep it like on a formal or professional level. Maybe not a really personal, like, let's get close and share the details of our lives and bond over those things, because I feel like you're going to get hurt if you do that. But again, it's your life, it's your choice, it's your journey, it's your soul. Your soul is here. You do what feels right for you, because only you know what's right for you. I can sit here and say all these things, but you got to go inward into your own heart and listen to your own self, and rest assured that you will learn something from it no matter what you choose. Okay? So that's the message. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated for you. If it didn't, that's okay. And also, just remember, you are so loved. God loves you so much. God is very proud of you. God, this is look, you've come a very long way, and God sees that, and it's like God just wants you to remember what you deserve. And if somebody doesn't meet your standards, you do not have to develop a relationship with them or accept them into your life or share your energy with them. Okay? Because you've worked so hard to get to this place, and you don't want to backtrack for other people. And if you are feeling very lonely right now because you've been going through this process where it's kind of like everybody's been cleared out of your life, that's because it's making room for you to fully heal and to fully like reach that level of self-love and self-worth, so that you will recognize when the right people are there. Okay, this person that's trying to come back, that there's not the right person for you. There might be a long history there, so there might be like a little bit of like a soft spot or something like that for them. But just know that you deserve healthy love. You deserve to be respected. You deserve people who can reciprocate the quality of love that you give. And there are people out there who can do it and who will do it and who want to do it. But if you're putting your focus on people who can't do it, it kind of like takes up space and room and blocks this other energy from coming in. All right? So I love you. Your spirit team loves you. We're proud of you. Keep up the great work. Meditate. Meditate, go into stillness, and love yourself. Just keep pouring that love into yourself. Okay? Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Have a really beautiful day. All right.